Let me ask you something. Have you ever had an adult, a teacher, a boss, someone with power, who decided they didn't like you from day one, and then spent an entire year proving it? Well, my 9th grade English teacher didn't just dislike me. She made it her personal mission to break me. But what she didn't know was that the final exam she thought would crush me would become the first domino in the chain of events that eventually got her fired. And hey, if you've ever wished karma would finally come for someone who treated you unfairly, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories like this. Because today's revenge. Oh, you're going to feel this one. Approximate 1,400 words. I swear, I'll never forget walking into honors English on the first day of 9th grade. Most teachers liked me, even when I slacked off, and trust me, sometimes I did. They'd sigh, roll their eyes, maybe warn me to get it together. But they still liked me as a person. But this woman took one look at me, my athletic bag, my schedule full of sports commitments, and she decided, nope, this one. I'm going to make his life hell. Played 3 sports: basketball, soccer, and baseball. I also traveled for academic competitions. Math, science, quiz bowl. But she didn't care about those. To her, the unforgivable sin was being an athlete who had to miss class. She had this way of smiling when she talked to the students she liked, but when her eyes landed on me, something in her face tightened. Her voice went cold. I felt like I was a walking inconvenience. And it didn't take long for her to show her true colors. Every time we had an away game, especially long travel ones, she'd assign double homework. We all knew why. She wanted us to fail. And oh, she never checked homework daily. Except for the day after away games. It didn't matter if I caught up the next day. It didn't matter that I had straight A's in my other classes. She wanted those zeros. It was like she got actual joy from it. And honestly, I tried to brush it off at first. She's strict, I told myself. She's trying to be tough. But then the unfair grades started. I'd pour hours into essays, revising, editing, tightening my writing. When she passed them back, I'd see a big fat 74 at the top. But when I looked at the papers around me, red marks everywhere, whole paragraphs crossed out, notes in the margins like awkward wording and restructure this. And those students got 90s. My pages. No notes, no corrections, nothing. Just a low grade and her tight-lipped stare like she couldn't wait for me to ask about it. One day I finally did. Can you explain what I did wrong? Asked after class. She clasped her hands like she was about to deliver a verdict. You're only performing at about 70% of your capability, she said, like she had some magical psychic insight into my internal potential. Your classmates are performing at 90% of theirs. So, my paper can be better than theirs, I said slowly, but still get a 20-point lower grade? She didn't hesitate. Yes. I walked away feeling like I'd just been punched in the stomach. And the insult cherry on the cake. She recommended me for an advanced writing class. A year early. So, apparently I was talented enough to skip a grade level, but not talented enough to earn a fair grade in her classroom. If I didn't know better, I'd think she was actively trying to break my confidence. Oh, we weren't done. Toward the end of the year, she offered extra credit. Go see a college performance of Antigone, write a 2,500-word paper tying the play back to class discussions, turn in the paper with your ticket and playbill. Simple, right? Except the play was only running Friday through Sunday, and the paper was due Monday. And that Monday, I was at the biggest academic competition of the year, one I had qualified for by placing top 10 earlier in the season. Totally excused absence. I told her again. I told her 4 separate times over a full week. And every single time she said, turn it in first thing Tuesday morning. So that weekend my mom scrambled to help me get to the play. Rushed me home. Rushed me downtown. Picked me up again late at night. I wrote my paper early. Saved it Saturday afternoon. Went to my competition Monday. Placed first in one category and second in another. And Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. before basketball workouts, I walked into her classroom with my completed packet. She looked at it, then looked at me, and said, "It's late. I'm not accepting it." I swear my stomach dropped straight through the floor. "What? You told me." "I don't recall that," she snapped. I felt my ears burn, my vision narrow. She was lying. She knew she was lying. And her excuses. They were so unbelievably petty. I still remember them perfectly. Monday night. And that wouldn't be fair to the others, because apparently my ability to write faster is cheating now. I even showed her the file metadata proving it was saved Saturday. She wouldn't budge. I lost the $25 for the ticket, the weekend, the effort, the opportunity. My mom was furious. I was furious. But still, I pushed through the class, counting down the days. Then came the final exam. She bragged, that no one had ever made an A on her final exam. Like it was some badge of honor. Like ruining student confidence made her superior. On the last day before the test, she even asked the class, "What's your biggest wish?" I said, "I wish for an A on the exam." She laughed. Full on laughed. "Yeah," she said, "and I wish for $1 million and not to have to deal with you anymore." The class went silent. I swallowed every emotion I had. The humiliation, the anger, the exhaustion, and I held on to it until exam day. The test had 100 questions and a 5-point bonus reflection question. I finished the 100 questions in 20 minutes. And then, I unleashed hell in that bonus question. Every injustice, every petty move, every unfair grade, every moment she made me feel small. I wrote it out, respectfully but brutally honest. My favorite part of class. That it's over. What I learned. Nothing you taught. How she made me feel. Like the worst teacher I've ever had. When the 1-hour mark hit, I walked out. The only one out of 110 students to do so. I sat outside waiting for my mom, who was proctoring another exam. Then I saw her, my teacher, storming toward me, holding my exam. Tears in her eyes. Ooh. Principal's office. Now. Felt my pulse spike. But I followed. She dragged my mom out of proctoring. We all sat in the principal's office. She was crying, screaming, choking on words like she was the victim in this story. For 45 minutes, I calmly explained everything I had dealt with that year. My mom confirmed all of it. Finally, the principal pulled the final exam from her hands and asked, "How much was the section he wrote the comments in worth?" I sniffed. 5 bonus points. I shrugged. Then don't give him the bonus points. Just like that. I scored a 98 on her impossible final. The next highest grade. An 81. And the bonus points. I didn't need them. She thought she'd get the last laugh, dropping a random assignment from August by 10 points. My final average was a 94.4 AB at the time. But the following year, the school shifted to a 10-point scale. Suddenly 90 plus was an A. My B became an A. And her punishment. Her homework assignments now had to be approved weekly. She had to accept emailed submissions. The school started watching her closely. And 2 years later, she was fired. Other students came forward.